Please be advised that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, and every testimony delivered in court from June 15th through June 21st, including Special Agent Penland, Ms. Perez, Diddy's former personal assistant, and other critical witnesses. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced-over reading of Twitter testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Source: courtroom reporter at InnerCityPress on X.com. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion.
The government calls Special Agent Andre Lemon. Where do you work?
HSI in Los Angeles in the Human Unit.
Do you execute search warrants?
Yes, 50 or 60 so far.
Did you search 200 South Mapleton Drive in Los Angeles?
Yes. HSI New York asked HSI LA to be involved. We executed the search warrant.
Here's an exhibit. Please publish it. What are these other buildings?
Sauna, recording studio.
What rooms were searched?
All. It is a large property. I went through the objects that we seized, then entered them into our case management system.
We moved to enter into evidence these exhibits.
At this moment, the defense objected, and then they had a sidebar, then continued.
What are these?
The floor plans of 200 South Mapleton.
How do you know they are accurate?
I was there.
How many manila envelopes were there in the nightstand?
6.
What was written on them?
K.
Publish the stipulation. Testing determined in the K envelope with a shamrock on it was ketamine. Is there a safe in this closet?
Yes. It's gray there in the photo.
What was in the safe?
A passport for Sean Combs and a plastic bag with substances in it.
Stipulation at paragraph 15 to 16. Testing found the brown pebbles were MDMA. What is in this bag?
J&J baby oil, Astroglide, and some lingerie.
Where else were Astroglide and baby oil found?
In the bathroom? In the garage.
Show the photos. Where were these boxes of Astroglide?
In the garage.
Overall, how many bottles of baby oil did you find?
200.
How many bottles of Astroglide in 200 South Mapleton?
900.
Let's turn to the firearms found in the residence. What are these?
A Ruger, a Glock pistol, some AR-15 platform.
Show the photo. What is this?
The Smith & Wesson rifle on the chair. 3 30-round magazines. There is a 5.11 bag.
What's that?
Just a bag.
And this?
Rifles and a Mossberg shotgun.
And this?
A drum magazine, large capacity. This one was a 60 round. It had 59 rounds of green tip ammunition in it.
What does green tip ammunition do?
It is designed to pierce body armor.
Could you go look at the boxes of firearms in the cart next to you?
The serial numbers, where they existed, matched up.
Do any of the firearms not have serial numbers?
One did not, this one.
How are serial numbers eliminated?
Sanded off with a machine, it's smooth. Not like it was done with a screwdriver.
No further questions.
You are aware that Mr. Combs has security, right?
Yes.
And every gun and piece of ammo was recovered from the security office, right?
Yes.
There were no guns in the kid's bedroom?
None.
Was the security office door locked?
Not when I got there.
But before, isn't it important? Did it have a lock?
It had a knob. Lock, I don't know. We brought a locksmith, but I didn't see him touch that safe.
We're in Manhattan. We don't know a lot about guns. Sorry. This was a gun safe?
Designed for that.
Why not photo of opening it?
SRT goes in first.
So because of this protocol, we don't have any photographs. So you use a body cam?
No.
In your human work, have you ever dealt with Astroglide before?
Only in this case.
Okay, so the baby oil was in the garage.
It was the Astroglide in the garage.
You're from LA?
Yes.
Enjoy, no further questions.
Now the next witness was brought to the stand.
My colleagues tell me Mr. Combs has been nodding during cross. Please instruct him. The government calls Jonathan Perez. Where are you from?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
What was your work?
Personal assistant to Mr. C. Sean Combs.
From when?
December 2021 to September 2024.
How did you learn of the job?
KK reached out to me. Christina Coram. I had interviewed with her for the same job. KK told me to go to Miami for a trial.
What do you mean?
To try the job for a week. I passed the test, got hired.
What was your job?
Making sure he had material for meeting, buying gifts.
Where did you work?
LA and Miami.
Did KK and Mr. Combs appear to be personal friends too?
It would depend on the day.
And you and Mr. Combs?
First 6 months, little interaction. It was KK who'd give me instructions.
Then from Mr. Combs?
Yes.
When you were employed by Mr. Combs, were you aware of the term King Knight?
Yes. Mr. Combs going to a hotel to have private time with, a female.
Let me show you a photo under seal. I will refer to her as Jane.
Yes, she was a guest.
Did you include honey in your setups for King Knights?
Yes.
Why?
Honey increases a man's libido.
What lights would you bring?
Red, but they could change colors. We'd get better than at Target or Walgreens or Amazon.
Would you make purchases at sex stores?
Yes.
Would staff do cleanup after king nights?
Yes, I did it. It was in disarray, sheets and towels and oils. We would go to collect everything.
After the king night?
A meal and a drip.
Mr. Perez, is this your text message?
Yes, it's me, KK and Joey.
KK asks, how is the setup going? How much longer do y'all need? What did you write back?
I wrote, I got fruits and shakes and will ask Jane about outfits.
Then KK asks, is room done yet? How did you respond?
I wrote, room is done, now going to store.
What store?
Adult store.
Afterward, KK asks about cleanup. Of what?
The room.
How did you become aware of this video?
A videographer named Brandon showed it to me.
Where did you go?
I took an iPad and went to the office.
What was on the video?
Jane having with a black man and Mr. Combs watching.
Did you tell Mr. Combs?
I did. I told him I found it on an iPad and it probably shouldn't be there. He seemed surprised.
What did KK say?
That in the future, I should bring things like that to her. I described it to her.
Did you speak with her about it again?
KK said she had gotten a call from someone outside the company talking about the video in some capacity.
Did you record that conversation?
No.
Were you aware it was recorded?
No.
Show the stipulation. Seizure of Christina Corum's cell phone. We offer the audio and transcripts. Whose voice did you hear, Mr. Perez?
KK's.
Both times, the only person at the house who knew about it was you. Where did you find it?
Brandon the shooter.
Was that you?
Yes, and he's the videographer. Brandon was like, something is on the iPad I shouldn't see.
Was there anyone else in the theater?
Maybe George.
We have camera footage of who was in the house.
I went to PD about it, said, you can delete it. He said okay and deleted it. Then I told you.
Did you hear anyone else in the house talk about it? Did anyone else ever bring it up again?
No, Rob talked about it, but he said he didn't want to see it.
Why did you not want to delete it?
It wasn't my role. There should be an investigation. Mr. Combs thought he might be compromised in some way, his phone data.
Let's pull up the next one for the jury.
I told Rob I found something private on the iPad. He said he didn't want to know.
Was anyone else in the theater except you all and Gio?
No.
Was Chef K in the theater?
Yes.
Why didn't you say Chef K was there?
I just wanted to minimize things.
Did anyone ask you again?
Yes, Fahim did. Asked me what happened when I found the video of Jane.
Are you aware of how Fahim knew?
No.
Mr. Perez, were you subpoenaed and do you have an immunity agreement?
Yes.
Let me show you this. What is it?
Mr. Combs's Gucci pouch.
What was in the Gucci pouch?
And money.
Now some text. Between whom?
Me and Rob.
Rob says, will you locate his Gucci pouch in his bathroom? What did you say?
I texted, there was no residue and I didn't steal any Addy, LOL.
Meanwhile, what?
Adderall.
As part of your employment, did you have any role in obtaining drugs?
A handful of times. I'd purchase or grab them from someone outside.
Who are you getting the drugs for?
Mr. Combs.
Which drugs?
Cocaine, Xanax, Molly.
How did you pay for the drugs?
Cash.
Where did you get the cash?
Security or the Gucci pouch.
Who in security?
Fahim.
What did your text here say?
I texted, I need $700 for Guido. For drugs.
And this text?
I texted, I'm still waiting for funds from TriStar, Mr. Combs' business managers.
Who'd you interact with at TriStar?
Robin Greenhill.
Did you get a FaceTime from Mr. Combs from Jane's house?
Yes, I dropped him at Jane's house with his supplies. Then he called me a couple of hours later.
How did Mr. Combs appear in the FaceTime?
Angry and annoyed.
Could you see Jane's face?
No, she was turned away.
What did Mr. Combs ask?
For me to say if there had been another female on a trip we had been on. I said no.
Had there been?
No.
How did you react during this FaceTime?
Pretty normal, I thought.
What did you do?
I told Fahim and KK that Mr. Combs was arguing with his guest and that I was going to pick him up.
What is this?
Message between me, Fahim, and Mr. Combs, June 20th, 2024. I wrote, need cash for his guest ASAP.
Do you know what the money was for?
No.
Why did you leave working for Mr. Combs?
To avoid a situation like this.
How do you feel about Mr. Combs?
Great. The same way as when I worked there.
No further questions.
Mr. Combs is a motivator, yes.
He is.
Have you seen Mr. Combs cry? Let me show you something. Give me 1 second. Your Honor, may I hand him a book? 3605.
I can't remember if he was crying, but this does remind me that he was upset.
Look again.
It does not refresh.
You said there was a lot going on. Do you remember the March searches?
Yes.
You saw the news?
Yes.
Have you been in the bedroom at 2 Star?
Yes.
Did you ever see any guns there?
No.
Did you ever see him with firearms?
Never. I only saw security with them.
Because he's a man of note, right?
Yes.
He's a man respected in many fields.
At this moment, the prosecution objected and then continued.
You have worked with other celebrities?
Yes,
And many of them have security, right?
they do.
You mentioned Jane. She was nice to you.
Yes.
You called King Knight's personal time, right?
Yes.
Mr. Combs works long hours, right?
Yes.
Because you worked out of his homes, sometimes business and personal got mixed, right?
Correct.
Setting up a King's Night, was that business or personal?
Personal.
And buying drugs, I'm not saying you did it often. That was personal too, right?
Right.
And buying lingerie for Jane, personal?
Personal.
Did Jane always appear to you to be a willing participant in the King's Nights?
At this moment, the prosecution objected and it was overruled.
Yes, always.
A small amount of drugs, personal use?
At this moment, the prosecution objected and it was sustained.
Can you estimate percentages of your work business and personal?
I'd say personal was 1%.
Mr. Combs needed help connection to Bluetooth.
Yes.
He was not very high tech.
He was not.
Mr. Combs was working on an album, very hard, right?
Yes.
You said KK and Mr. Combs were close, right?
Yes.
But you are not saying it was sexual?
I am not.
The argument you saw on FaceTime, it was a verbal argument, not physical as you saw it, right?
Right.
You learned it was about jealousy?
Yes.
Jane was very jealous.
At this moment, the prosecution objected and it was sustained.
You're about the same age as Jane?
Yes.
Was Jane a strong and independent woman?
Yes.
You made purchases in sex stores with the company credit card,
Yes.
but you don't know if Mr. Combs paid?
I don't.
The hotel was put in your name. You had to go in to set up the room, right?
Yes.
And if the room was registered as Sean Combs, there might be cameras outside, right?
Yes.
And for those wondering about Kanye West, yes, he was seen entering the courthouse during today's testimony. There's actually a photo of Kanye, courtesy of InnerCityPress and Josh Russell, the same photographer who shot the cover for Narco Drama, the SDNY trial of Honduras, President JOH. Just a little extra context while we continue with the testimony. If you want more behind-the-scenes moments and trial updates like this, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, let's get back to the testimony.
We propose this exhibit.
At this moment, the prosecution objected and then they had a sidebar.
So, Mr. Perez, these are between you and Jane. What did you say to her?
I was setting up a King's Night. She was telling me what to get.
She is cooperating in setting it up. Here, the chef says he's making her avocado toast. She asks for hot tea and honey to go with heart emoji. And you replied?
I loved it.
And you wrote?
I wrote, "Have a good flight and dinner. I want photos of you and the gang."
She wrote to you, "He's looking for smoke," and you wrote, "Coming?"
Yes.
Your Honor, I don't have any further questions.
Was getting those things for Jane part of your job?
Yes.
Did you ever set up King Nights on vacation?
No.
This item, new hookah, is that personal?
Not necessarily.
And the baby oil?
Personal.
Part of your job?
Yes.
It was TriStar which designated the payments, not you, right?
Right.
And that was it for the Diddy trial today.
First, some exhibits, entered under seal, subject to connection. Now we call our first witness, Ms. Sankar. What did you work on in this case?
2 summary charts. I was asked to verify the accuracy of
Can you describe the documents underlying these charts?
hundreds of pages.
Who is in the messages in the chart?
Christina Coram,
And whose cell number is this?
Brendan Paul.
How did Ms. Coram respond to Mr. Lopez about seeing the escort?
4 laughing emojis. How long is he going to stay awake?
And this one from January 30th, 2023. It is an audio file?
Yes.
Ms. Foster, please play the first minute and 10 seconds. What did Christina Coram say in this?
She says he's going to the 4 Seasons and wants you to bring Gatorade and chicken noodle soup.
Read these. I'll be Dave Shirley, Rocky riding with him.
As KK. No to Rock. Can you run $4,000 cash from Rock to the hotel?
Sure.
Heads up, he's about to do Wild King tonight.
Forgot to pick up the money. Just give it to Fahim just in case. What does the hotel write to Ms. Coram?
Hotel called. Paul is coming up.
Does Paul appear elsewhere in the chart?
Yes.
Let's turn off the exhibit screens to the public and press. Please read these between Jane and Mrs. Coram.
As KK. Ask them if they can bring up 15 bath towels.
He always bring between 5 and 10K. They are expecting people to leave the presidential suite at 1 p.m.
As KK. We're taking off.
Going ahead in time, could we?
At this moment, the defense objected and they continued.
I withdraw, going ahead in time. Who is this between?
Sean Combs and Christina Coram. They say Guido hasn't dropped off the package yet.
What does Coram write to Sean Combs?
She writes, Guido outside. Combs replies with an audio message.
Play it.
At this moment, an audio was played in court and it was Diddy saying, "About Guido, take care of it, please."
And what does Christina Coram respond?
Done.
Do some of these messages involve Cassie Ventura?
Yes.
Page 5, May 2nd, 2017. What are these?
Text between Cassie Ventura and KK.
As Ventura, WTF.
As KK. Are you okay?
As Ventura. No one deserves to be dragged by hair. Row 87 to 92, April 20th, 2018. Cassie and KK. As Cassie. I just can't anymore.
As KK. I'm here for you. Heart emoji.
As Cassie. I'm bummed, but don't want to derail.
As KK. Definitely don't derail. It's not worth it.
Let's turn to Jane's messages. You read Jane.
As Jane. We got into a fight. I'm not doing hotel night. I'll bring him a cake.
What is the date of this filing?
November 16th, 2023.
What are these?
Audio files from November 19th, 2023.
Play it.
At this moment, an audio was played in court and it said, this, audio, phone ringing, Combs' voice. We can't really talk on this phone. You know what I'm saying? I called. I reached out. You know what I'm saying? My love is definitely true. Just some kinky shit that I thought we definitely enjoyed. Audio, Jane. I don't know. Voice cracks. It's like word for word. It's like crazy to me. It feels sick. Combs. But like you know, they turn off audio.
Play the next one.
At this moment, an audio was played in court, and it said, this, audio, Combs, I really need your friendship right now. Don't send no texts. Combs, recorded audio. I just needed to tell you, I need your friendship. Baby, I gotta meet my moms. You know what I'm saying? Please pray for me, Jane. Okay, they turn off audio.
3 days later, what are these?
KK writes, we all know you're kryptonite.
As Combs. Please make sure Robin makes sure that rent is paid.
As KK. Robin said her rent was paid.
What is this?
An image found on Ms. Corum's phone from December 28, 2023, a photo of a cell phone screen. It says, I lost work opportunities. As Jane, you broke me. You asked me what I needed to move on, and now you're upset.
Who are these between?
As Jane to KK. He said he would send the tapes by my baby daddy. I'm traumatized. He asked me who I'm seeing over and over again. As Jane, he said he'll send the tapes to the father of my child. On them, I'm drugged. I'm beyond hurt by him.
What does Ms. Corum say?
As KK, I haven't spoken with him.
And these photos of a cell phone, can you read them?
As Jane, you have everything up. You win.
What are these?
Videos found on KK's device.
Ms. Foster, play it.
Audio. Woman's voice, like $1,000.
What's in the photo?
Like a long manicured nail.
What does KK write?
As KK, they just chilling at his house? Out to shop like King Knight mode or Gucci bag mode? LOL.
Your Honor, we could break here.
At this moment, they took a break, then continued.
Mr. Sankar, what does this exhibit show?
Messages of Sean Combs and Damian Butler, aka D-Rock, and Mia.
Turn off the screens to the public and press. Please read D-Rock's messages.
As D-Rock, love you man, if you need a friend, I'm here.
As Combs, I'll call you back, talking to the kids.
As D-Rock to Mia, where are you?
As Mia, Virginia Beach.
D-Rock texts her number to Combs.
As Mia, to D-Rock. I didn't have my phone. I was scuba diving.
As D-Rock, we're opening up a new restaurant on the 17th. He says he doesn't want anything from you.
As Mia, super smart to stay in your bubble. As Mia, I am on this island off the coast of Honduras.
As D-Rock, I'll love to hear about Honduras. Let me know how I can send you something.
As Mia, I never ask for anything.
As R-Doc, I'm allowed to send my sister a gift.
Did you have any other involvement in this case?
No.
No further questions.
Mrs. Sankar, this message from Damian Butler to Sean Combs. Let's pull up the exhibit. Line 363, days earlier, the legal filing. Please read Nat Moore.
As Nat, the article could have been worse. They are calling it a breakup fight.
Let's read some messages not included in the chart. Jane writes, I can be dropped off at my building's front desk. And KK writes, he speaks directly with PD. I don't deal with him LOL, right?
Right.
Jane writes to KK, pulling up to airport, smiley face. I'm excited to surprise him. May I cover with AUSA Foster?
At this moment, I believe they had a sidebar, then continued.
I think we need to shut off the screens for the public. November 22nd, 2023, between Jane and KK, right?
Yes.
Jane said, I'm not doing any more hard partying. Then this one about the 3 years of wasted time. Here is KK to Mr. Perez asking, how does he look? And Mr. Perez replies, shockingly good, better than before, right?
Yes.
Nothing further.
At this moment, they called their next witness. The next witness is another special agent, about more charts. These about certain meetings. Chart being shown is about meeting in the London hotel, involving Sean Combs, Cassie Venture, and Jules. And chart shown lists flights taken by meeting participants, including Jules Theodore, aka Jules, and Cassandra Ventura.
A special agent? On the chart,
At this moment, the defense objected, and they had a sidebar, then continued.
when you say attended, do you mean to say the people concerned appeared from records, absent a video, to have attended?
Yes.
Who are the participants in this chat?
Jules and Sean Combs.
You read Jules.
As Jules. I'm available Friday through Sunday, whatever flights work. Which one?
As Combs. Friday at 4. Where are the flights between?
LA and JFK and New York.
Do document retention policies impact your ability to get documents?
Yes, I could not get these records.
At this moment, they took a lunch break, then continued.
Special Agent, have you reviewed American Express records?
I have. This was to American Express for a flight from Miami for Cassandra Ventura. Here was a charge from the London hotel to this American Express account.
Whose American Express account?
Sean Combs, paid with an account at Signature Bank.
Can you read this?
It's the Trump in Columbus Circle. I'm heading there now. Can you contact the front desk and get the channel unlocked?
What does Ms. Ventura say?
Just called them.
Who is in these communications?
Cassandra Ventura and NY Punish, aka Sheree Hayes.
What is it about?
The cost.
And this?
Videos.
Turn off the screen for the public and press. We are not playing it for counsel since their screens are viewable from the gallery. Play from 10:30 to 11 minutes. Okay, Special Agent Penland, I want to direct your attention to line 23. I will read Mr. Combs, you read Ms. Ventura. As Combs. You horny? Would you want to have a freak off?
As Cassie. Call Jules. Can you send me the hotel info? About to smoke. What are you doing?
As Combs. What up?
As Cassie. I asked him to drive around, and we will hit him when we want him to come up.
Reading. I'm a bit more sexually excited than last time. Dress casually and bring baby oil.
As Cassie. Casual, yes. Baby oil, no.
As Johnny L.A. Strip. On my way to L'Ermitage.
As Cassie. Do you mind driving around until I tell you?
We could break here.
And that was the end of the trial for today.
The government calls Deliasa Penland to retake the stand. Good morning. Let's get back to the London hotel. Who stayed there this day?
Sean Combs, Cassie Venture, Jules Theodore.
What are these Amex charges?
Virgin America plane ticket for Jules Theodore.
What airline is associated with this charge?
American Airlines from JFK to LA.
And the hotel?
Four Seasons. For Clayton Howard, aka Dave.
Let's look at 6T108. What is this?
A travel invoice. Bad Boy Entertainment.
What is this?
A flight for Jules Theodore.
What was the payment method?
Sean Combs, American Express.
And whose name is this invoice in?
Mr. Philip Pines. $500 charge for damage to drapes.
What's this?
Booking for Intercontinental in Times Square in the name of Frank Black.
And this charge?
Damage to Penthouse. $46,786 paid on the American Express. That monthly bill was paid by various accounts at Signature Bank.
What's this charge?
A hotel in Riverhead,
Where's that?
Long Island, New York.
Is that where the Hamptons is?
Yes,
These communications?
between Sean Combs and Cassandra Ventura. Color-coded.
What is this?
A call from Combs to Ventura for 41 seconds.
Let's read this. Skylar can come later.
Let's do Skylar. Then Skylar responds to Ventura.
Go to slide 4, please.
Skylar texts Ventura and says, "What area?" Then Skylar said, "I'm laying head down. Hit me up if we are getting together."
What do these boxes show?
3 photos taken by Ventura.
What day is this?
March 6th, 2016.
Walk us through.
Combs calls Ventura, no answer. Ventura texts Combs and says, "I checked with security. Jules left. You're good as long as you don't bother the other guests." Then there are unanswered calls.
What does Combs text Ventura?
He texts, "Call me, the cops are here." Then a call connects. Ventura makes a call to D-Rock. It connects. Then Combs calls Ventura, no answer.
This day?
March 5th, 2016. Ventura texts, "You are sick to think it is okay to do with what you have done. Please stay far away from me. I have a premiere."
What does Mr. Combs text Ventura?
He texts, "Call me. Help." Then he texts, "Help me. I am about to be arrested." Then he says, "If you don't pick up, you'll never hear my voice again."
Then what?
Call not answered. Then Coram calls Ventura. Here, Ventura calls D-Rock, then Coram. The calls connect.
What does D-Rock text?
D-Rock texts, "Tell him to get out of there before they arrest him." He not picking up.
What does Ms. Ventura text to Combs?
Going to bed.
Now what? Morgan to courtroom?
Carrie Morgan writes, I don't think anyone should call her, and a photo of an LAPD detective's business card.
What next?
D-Rock and Corin each call Ventura. Then Corin asks, what is Eddie's last name?
What does D-Rock text to Combs?
He says, Cassie good, she eating breakfast. Then a 13-minute call between Combs and Ventura.
What does Mr. Nash write to Ventura?
He says, what time can you today? Arturo is available 3 or 4 p.m. Ventura said, Rock's Place. Then Combs calls Eddie Garcia. Garcia calls back.
What does Ventura text?
She texts, this was supposed to be a big day for me. Now I wish I could just stay in bed.
And here?
Calls between Combs and Eddie Garcia.
And what's this?
A photo of Eddie Garcia's driver's license found on Christina Corum's phone.
Now by March 9th, 2016, what occurs?
Combs calls Eddie Garcia.
Then March 25th, 2016 at 1 p.m.?
Combs calls Eddie Garcia.
Agent Penland, other than these charts, did you have any involvement in this case?
No, I did not.
No further questions.
Now the cross-examination begins.
You've been at SDNY for 10 years?
Yes.
Let's turn to this date. Did you know Ms. Ventura was in South Africa then?
No, I did not.
You didn't try to find out who else is in this chat?
I did not.
You are a special agent?
Yes.
As a special agent, you know how to look for evidence, right?
At this point, the prosecution objected, but it was sustained.
Let's turn to August 2009. Under the name Sean Combs, you include several U.S. exhibits. Let's pull one up, August 5th, 2009. Mr. Combs says, when do you want to freak off LOL? What does Ms. Ventura say?
Cassie says, I'm always ready to freak off.
Let's put up this defense exhibit. Ms. Ventura writes, I'm so horny I can't concentrate. I'm going to Duane Reade. Pack us a bag. Did you include this in your chart?
No, I didn't.
Here, Jules writes to Combs, I need rest. You guys are rabbits. LOL. Right?
Yes.
Here Pop Pop writes to Ventura, I love you so much. You consume my life. How did this happen? And Ventura says, I wonder that too. Right?
Yes.
Here Jules writes to Ventura, great to see you, beautiful. And then, I am at your door. Right?
Correct.
Here Ms. Ventura writes, I'm horny and bored. Right?
Yes.
Here Mr. Combs says to Ms. Ventura, I'm not asking you to FO. What do you want to do? And she said, I want to smoke. Go for a walk. Let's go out and have some carefree fun. I'll go get the Valium, right?
Yes.
Mr. Combs writes, I liked it when Jules was in the room next door. Did you include this?
Number, my job was not to add things, just to check if what was in was correct.
Mr. Combs writes, you horny or sleepy? And she?
Both, LOL.
Let's shut off the public screens and show these videos. Play the video.
At this point, they decided to take a break, and then they continued.
This is a stipulation that the video was found under the Frank Black profile on device provided by Cassandra Ventura. Here Mr. Combs wrote, coming to NYC this weekend. What does Ms. Ventura reply?
It's really nice here. Mr. Combs writes, I got us ticks for Book of Mormon. That was not in your exhibit, was it?
It was not. He writes, you ready for tonight? That's the day before the videos we looked at, right?
Correct.
If we could pull up what's already in evidence, page 18, please. This is not included in your chart, right?
Correct.
Ms. Ventura writes, keep having flashbacks of yesterday. You see that?
Yes.
What does Ms. Ventura write?
She writes, I bought the best outfits for later and shoes.
What does she write?
She writes, I promise I will be the nastier freak bitch to make up for it.
What does Ms. Ventura write?
She writes, can't buy Astro, it's too expensive. When should I take it? Where is it?
Mr. Combs writes, it is in the bag. It's the orange pill. What does Ms. Ventura write here?
She writes, I can't wait until we have a baby. Happy Father's Day.
Mr. Combs writes, what do you want to do, baby?
She writes, I wish we could have FOED before you left.
What does Ms. Ventura write?
She writes, I hate it that I don't use protection. When I get high, I'm going to get tested.
Mr. Combs writes, let's freak off now. What does she write?
She writes, okay, what hotel?
Mr. Combs write, I'm locked in my bathroom talking to my therapist. What do you want to do?
She writes, it takes Jules hours to get here. Hotel needs you to call to give Dave access.
Do you see Dave Shirley writes to KK?
Yes.
You spoke on direct about Skylar?
Yes.
And the message about the cops are here. But there's not evidence of any 911 calls, right?
There is not.
This photo of the detective's business card is the only thing about police, right?
At this point, the prosecution objects, but it was sustained.
You included a call between Ventura and Combs. Was that a FaceTime call?
I don't know.
No further questions.
At this point, the judge asks if the prosecution wants to do a redirect.
Yes, briefly. The hotel in Riverhead, who was there?
Sean Combs, Cassandra Ventura, and Clayton Howard.
This photo?
So you can remember?
Nothing further.
And that was it for today's testimony in the Diddy case. What's your take on the courtroom developments? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading all of them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's explosive testimony. This case is far from over, and we've got you covered every step of the way. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update.